The essential element of this project is to build a bridge between job seekers and employers to ensure that both sides are ready for this work. And we have established and built capacity of job coach, and they were trained on disability inclusion and the professional skill on how to do the job coach. So they will work with the job seekers and also employers on these projects. We also working with technical vocational training centers on the inclusion journeys to ensure that their program and service more inclusive for persons with disabilities. And at the meantime, we also working with the government to build a national network and also strengthen the national coordination mechanisms, which is create a space for learning and sharing on business and disability inclusions. This is very important parts in our projects. The project model will start from the initiative through our disability inclusion labs in 2017, which we are trying to identify the practical issues faced by persons with disabilities in access to employment. And we have listened to many different stakeholders on many different solutions. And we have taken on job coach initiative to work in that time. We start from a very small project. And from time to time, this have convinced us that the model working really well. Through our learning journeys, we have built a very comprehensive approach to support persons with disability to access to economic opportunities and also to support employer to be ready to employ persons with disabilities in their company. Our work was supported by our donor in Europe and also from the Australian government. And at the same time, we are also working with the Ministry of Social Affairs to negotiate with the Ministry of Economic to allocate more funding and resources to support this work. There are some key elements part of our solution, such as the empowerment of persons with disabilities, business and companies to join the efforts. Create a model of work that can be embedded into organizational system and policy. This is aimed for longer term impacts and sustain the commitment. For example, like the work that we are working on building a job coach models, our tool development on disability inclusion scorecards, and our national mechanism that we have established with the network and the government to become a place that different stakeholders can come together for learning and sharings. So when we put all of these elements together, it's become a very rich, and this is very unique, I would say. In terms of future, actually the work related to supports access to economic opportunity for persons with disabilities is part of our longer term strategies of Life for the World, and we will continue working on it and learn from it. And we really see that there's a great potential to scale up in the future. And at the moment we are working at some part of the Cambodia, and we really hope to extend to other different provinces in the countries, and also to mobilize more supports to join our effort and networks to ensure that persons with disability can access to economic opportunity and there's no barrier for them. Yeah, we will continue our learning and reflection and document of all the practice, and also we will bring all of those learning to the sector, and also continue our work with the government, especially the Ministry of Social Affairs and the NGO networks who's working on supporting the access to employment for persons with disabilities. And we will take this along together, and we will be there together.